And training doesn't end when we issue the digital badge, right? It's not an event anymore. It's a journey. It's a process. So we don't teach for 2 hours or 2 days or 2 weeks and then say, okay, this is over.
Right.
But we keep finding ways, like you said, to reinforce these messages, whether through some kind of learning community or maybe manager training so they can reinforce them what you've learned. But we can't end an initiative when the digital badge is issued.
No. It's almost like a circular process if you really think about it. I mean, we've got this initiative, this goal at the top, that kind of I have identified a need, and then we go through the training, and what happens a lot of times, right, is we get the training out, we check a box and we're like, "Yes, we did it." But what we're not following is that reinforcement of communication, that reinforcement following back into the workforce, right? And then that nasty word of evaluation. We're not evaluating in the moment or after the fact and then analyzing that data to figure out what worked, what didn't work. We're kind of getting stuck halfway down the circle of training, if you will, and just checking a box that says we've done it. And really, if we're going to have consistent change within our training initiatives, we have to measure the impact. So as a learning and development specialist, we can play a vital role in measuring the impact of all training, not just at the training level, ooh, did they like it, but how does it impact their day-to-day business change or behavior change? How does that behavior change then impact the business goal? And I think, Jennifer, I get really passionate about this because it's more than the survey, it's more than the quiz, it's more than the smile sheet, it's more than the one-on-one interviews. It's what am I doing as a facilitator in that training with these individuals to make sure that I can see those light bulbs going on? What am I doing to be agile, to change my exercise in the moment to make sure that I am clear that their practice and their knowledge is going to leave that training and actually be effective back on the job? And then step back and take a look at the picture, the big picture of that data, and really look at what did the training initiative do? What did the global aspect of this critical mission topic have on the business outcome? Are we reaching our goals? And if we're not, I mean, it takes me back to a company initiative that I worked with. Gosh, I bet it's over 15 years ago. And this organization was a face-to-face training organization, and they would go into the organizations and they would do an all-day training on this software, right? And everybody would be at their computers and we would learn everything there was to know about this software. And what happened was when we left, because it was a one and done, we left and those individuals the call center was just coming off the phone. I mean, there were so many people from that organization that were like, I don't understand, I don't remember. There was so much information. And then about a month into implementation, silence. And then we went back in 6 months to see, what was happening and how they were utilizing the software. Nobody was using it. Guess why? They were overwhelmed, right? And so when we measure that impact, we can change the training initiative. What they did was they broke it up into smaller bite-sized pieces, virtual training, to be able to give a little information, go out and practice it, come back, let's have a little session around feedback, and then go off and use it again. So measuring that training at the base level, but also at the kind of organizational level, helps us to see the impact that we're actually making